Charlie Kirk is known for being an accepting, tolerant human being when he's not being bigoted, racist, and ignorant. Here is his statement about all kinds of things sports related. We'll discuss afterward. Take a look.
Great deal of respect for the Kyrie Irvings of the world and the Novak Djokovic's of the world. Now, I grew up with a lot of Serbs in Chicago. I have a soft spot for Serbs. They're awesome. I know the worst thing you could say in the Serbian language, and I will not say it on air because the FCC would find some way to still find me. I played on a Serbian basketball team, actually. My name was Sheva Krkovic. I kid you not, I have a jersey that says Krkovic. The name of our basketball team was the Illinois White Eagles. Boy, you couldn't call a team that anymore. And we were all white. Illinois White Eagles, in an AAU basketball team. And we meant nothing racial about it, of course not, because we actually lived in an America that was awesome. We used to play all black basketball teams and we used to get along. I kid you not. We were an all white, everyone else was Serbian except me, but I kind of looked the part a little bit. I kind of look a little bit like I'm from the Balkan Peninsula. I could pull off a Croatian, Bosnian, Albanian, Serbian kind of deal. And we would go to these basketball tournaments, AAU, which is really competitive basketball, and like Waukegan or Zion Benton and Elgin. We'd travel all across the country, and we'd play these all-black teams, and no one cared. It was never like this racial thing. No, it was like we all got along, and we all like hung out. It would be like all-white team versus all-black team, and we never thought anything of it. I kid you not, there was never a moment ever, and this is a little bit of a detour, where all of a sudden we were like, yeah, we're the white team. We were like, yeah, we just kind of all know each other, and they all know each other from like a Serbian community. It's kind of cool, and it was that.
I don't know. Where do you want to start, Ray?
Oh, there's so many good places to start with this. Just quickly, I want to laugh at the fact that he said that he's been all over the country with this basketball team. They went to Waukegan, they went to Zion, they went to Elgin. The whole country, if the entire country is the Northwest Chicagoland area. Also, I feel like we should have done a trigger warning because every time I see Charlie Kirk's uppercase head and his lowercase face, I am shocked that those photos aren't photoshopped. Absolutely floored.
He's got like Coke nose, right? The whole thing looks like he is at a press conference after a sporting event apologizing for using cocaine. He's just like, so I don't understand. I do want to say, like, you can't name a team the White Eagles anymore. I did a cursory Google search of the White Eagles. Yes, the White Eagle is the symbol of Serbia. It's just like their crest. But I'm gonna read you a Wikipedia quote, which I think every Young Turks fan will appreciate in a fun-loving way. The White Eagles paramilitary group was formed in the late we don't have a graphic for this. Was formed in the late 1990 by Dragoslav Bokan and Mirko Jovic. The group split into different factions as Bokan and Jovic went their separate ways in 1992. Jovic called for, quote, a Christian Orthodox Serbia with no Muslims and no unbelievers. So that might contribute to why you wouldn't necessarily have a White Eagles mascot name anymore. I say this because, and as I said, like this is the Young Turks, and everyone calls it, says things about the name of this organization, but I think it's hilarious. He's like, you can't call that the White Eagles anymore. Yeah, it's a paramilitary group run by a guy who wanted a Muslim-free Serbia. Amazing. I don't know where to go from this, other than I love the way he says Jokovic, which might be the right way to say it. But this weird way that he like loves himself so damn much that there's a specific genre of right-wing influencer who does their own like fun-loving bottom of the hour stories. We're just hanging out talking about me. Like the Ben Shapiro ones where he's like reacting to Super Bowl commercials. I'm just like, what the hell?
Yeah.
Anyways.
I also want to point out that, Charlie said you couldn't name something the White Eagles anymore, which is funny because just this last summer in Niles, Illinois, Charlie spoke at a banquet for some right-wing fundraiser at none other than the White Eagles Banquet and Conference Hall. Literally called the White, this was just last summer, not even a full year ago. He was giving a keynote speech at a place called the White Eagles.
What a nothing statement too, where he's like, because we had that name because we lived in an amazing America. As you say, it's changed so much that I'm gonna go to the White Eagles Club tonight.
That was Obama's America. Just want to add that in there.
In Obama's America, that's amazing. I will go to graphic two where he says the NFL show is now the league of sexual. The NFL is now the league of sexual anarchy. This halftime show should not be allowed on television. Like he's got such based takes on sporting events. It's so stupid.
Thanks for watching the Young Turks. Really appreciate it. Another way to show support is through YouTube memberships. You'll get to interact with us more. There's live chat emojis, badges. You've got emojis of me, Anna, John, JR. So those are super fun. But you also get playback of our exclusive member-only shows and specials right after they air. So all of that, all you gotta do is click that join button right underneath the video. Thank you.